TGIF, Barebow Traders. If there's any video that deserves a thumbs down, this is going to be it. So before I do the recap, I just want to talk a little bit about psychology. On my latest rant, episode 8, One Trader's Journey, I talked about the different phases of day trading. You had the learning phase, the noob phase, stupid phase, and all that stuff. So Norm reached out to me and he said it reminded him of this hierarchy of competence. And it's true. So as with anything, right, learning any new skill, you go through phases. You're not just going to make a leap to the top after 3 months. You go through phases, right? So you have the unconscious incompetence, wrong intuition. You're unaware of the skill and you lack proficiency. Just don't know what you're doing wrong. Then you have conscious incompetence, wrong analysis. So you are aware of the skill, but you're not yet proficient. So you know what needs to be done, right? You have an understanding of that, but you're just not good at it yet. Then you reach conscious competence. You're able to use the skill, but only with effort. This is what I'm always talking about. Always be in the moment, focusing on what you're doing, right? Because at any point you can just slip and go back to the stupid phase. Always be fully aware, right? Then you reach unconscious competence, Performing the skill becomes automatic, basically. This is where we see intuition. Traders like Andrew, experienced traders, where they're just doing what needs to be done without thinking twice, right? Automatic. And I encourage you guys to read up on this. This applies to all levels of learning. It's a psychology theory, and it can apply to day trading quite well. So anyways, let's get into my revenge trading here. I traded like a jackass today, like a fool. I traded ACAD, revenge traded it. This thing was, it came into play yesterday, gapped up like 30% on some catalyst. And at the open, I called this here, this previous day close bounce. I think some traders in the room caught that. It was like a 60, 70 cent move. That was pretty clean, right? Then the volume started dying, and I knew this. I said the volume was dying, but you know, if it can get above VWAP, I think I might squeeze anybody who tried to short it. And on the 1 minute chart, it was some sort of just flagging its way up, right? Gets to the VWAP here, I get in on this flag. I get a 20-cent move, but I don't take partial because I'm trying to get to this area, right? I don't want to be a scalper. And then out of nowhere, look at this, on this flag, out of nowhere, boom. That's like a 30-cent dump on very, very low volume. So I thought to myself, okay, this is going to be a tricky stock to trade with no volume. It can have potential to move on very few orders, right? That's what happens when the stock is low volume. If the order flow, you can see big gaps between the orders, right? But you know, being me, I went back in, tried to go long again on this thing here. I thought this was going to be the move. I thought that was a false breakout, and we were going to go right back up, right? Like this. Nope, it went the other way. Boom, stopped out again, right? Tiny loss. And then I said, okay, I'm going to get my money back off these two losers. I'm going to go short. I take it short here, take it short right here, and then look at this. 1 minute goes by, consolidation. Then the very next candle opens with a 20-cent gap. Look at this gap. That's amazing. I was on the right side of it, but you know, this could easily happen the other way, right? This is what happens when you trade trash. The moves are unpredictable. It takes very few shares, very few orders to drive the price any direction, right? So I just covered on the way down here, understanding what was going on, that I was being given a gift. And then I put a market stop order to get out at my break even. And knowing that it was trash, look at this trash. I got filled with 10-cent slippage on a stop market order. That's how trash it was. And just to complete the revenge trading here, take my 4th trade on it, I said, okay, all this is all just false breakouts. Here comes the move. This is a flag. I'm going long. Orders come in, drives it up 10 cents, and then it just dumps. And I'm out. Lucky to have gotten out again, because these dumps were very, very fast and violent. And look at the gaps, right? So this is trash. This is the type of stock you don't want to be trading. What I did notice, though, I kept it on my screen just because I was curious to see what it was going to do. Every time it came back to previous day close, it got bought up, right? Someone wants to accumulate shares. And here at lunch hour, right, when in the middle of the lunch hour on a Friday, someone came in, or I don't know what happened, an institution, 1 million shares got bought up here. 1 million shares, and drove the price $1 out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. This just came out of nowhere, right? That's a $1 move. So I don't know what's going on. I'm not saying it's manipulation, but when things are low volume, crazy things can happen. That's why it's really dangerous to trade this stuff, because the moves, they can be tempting, right? But you could be on the wrong side of that. Anyways, I just want to talk quickly about the market here. So personally, for myself, the market has been trash. This month has been rough. This month has been rough, right? And if you feel that way, you're not alone. I know a lot of traders who are just not trading right now. Some have went back to simulator. Some are just taking days off because it's unpredictable what we're going to get, right? And if you don't believe me, here's an example. So this is CGC in the first week of September. The first week of September was pretty good, I think. And this is CGC today. This is tradable, right? Big bodies, small wicks, typical trend fashion, ABCDs type of deal, right? This is not tradable, in my opinion. How do you trade this when the wicks are bigger than the bodies and it can't find any direction, right? I mean, even if you short here, I think you're gonna just survive all this garbage here, right? It's trash. And I think what's happening is that we're trading the same 4 or 5 stocks every single day. MU, CGC, AMD, Cron, and the crazy people are trading TLRY, right? At some point, people are just going to stop trading it because are they truly in play? Are these stocks really in play every day? So MU is supposed to be in play today, right? It had earnings last night, big gap down. It's supposed to be in play. I was looking forward to it. And this is what the market gave. This was the best it could do for a stock that was in play after earnings. Look at this opening candle. Inverted hammer, then a hammer. And this is trash. I can't trade this. You have to be a scalper of some sort to trade this. Or a highly experienced, really quick trader. For me personally, I can't trade something like this, right? Because every time you think it's going to go one way, you kind of doubt it. By the time you get in, you go short here, it's going the other way. That's called chop, right? So remember, guys, as Andrew mentioned, our job is to our job is to preserve capital, right? Preserve your account. And then 2 is to be consistent. Making money is a byproduct of trading well, right? And sometimes that means just not trading at all, avoiding the chop, avoiding the trash. Because your equity curve, you can survive areas like this if it just goes flat. When the market comes back, then you can catch more moves, right? A lot of people get tempted. They try to force things like I did today. And when the market's trash, you end up having one of these and having to climb your way back. So anyways, that's my rant today. Hope everyone has a great weekend. And next week, really looking forward to see if the market can come back to life. Thanks for watching.